Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Raj here, and as you can see by the title of this video, we did it, guys. We finally got a PS5 after such a long wait. I mean, it's been like, what, almost a year that I've waited now? Well, technically a little bit longer than that, because, now we're in 2022, and this thing launched back in 2020. But, yeah, here we are. We have a PS5, guys, and we are going to unbox it and set it up today. But this is actually the disc version, so that's interesting how I actually managed to snag this guy. I mean, I'm not going to go into the full details per se, because I may or may not get in trouble, but yeah, as far as me getting one, I finally have one. So let's go through some of the box art here and what we get. So it looks like we get a couple of things here. First of all, it says lightning speed here on the back, and I'll just let you guys kind of read through that as I pan across it here. And then, of course, it says the 825 gigs there on the side, and then on the left side, we just have an advertisement for this game called Horizon Forbidden West, which I've never heard of before, but I'm certainly going to have an interesting time playing it, but I'm mainly going to be playing the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game, which I've really been waiting to play on it, so expect some content from that, you guys, because I will be making YouTube videos on that, too. I'll be making a YouTube series on that, so look out for that pretty soon. Plus, of course, here we have 8K here, 4K 120 Hertz, and HDR. But without further ado, we are going to cut this guy open, and I have my handy-dandy pocket knife here. So we're just going to get the blade on out, and I'm going to set this guy down, and we are going to get in here. And just like that, the tape is off, or broken, I should say. Nice clean cut there. And now, excuse me for doing this, but this is going to be very difficult to do with one hand, so I'm going to have to kind of persuade it to come out of here, let's just say. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's get a bit creative here. Okay, well, the box is certainly one stubborn guy here, I will say. Okay, let's try this. Let's try opening up the sides here. And then I'm just gonna get this on out of here. This part can just get slid off. We're getting there, you guys. There we go. And then the cover can just sit right down there. I'm just going to toss that aside. Then, of course, here we have the white box. And then it kind of just gives us some instructions there on how to open it, but we don't need those, of course. And then I'm just going to turn it to the side here. And then we can just set my pocket knife over there, just kind of out of the way. Alright, let's see what we get here. Alright, ooh, here we go. So here's the first kind of box that I somewhat halfway opened. Let's see, I'll just put all this stuff right here. Okay, anyways, let's see here. Looks like we have the actual power cable, so that will be useful. And looks like we have some guides, so this is basically the quick start guide. I'm just going to quickly flip through this so that you guys can see it. This just kind of goes through how to set up the console and how to navigate it. Which I will say, just kind of seeing the interface from it, it's actually pretty interesting. Then that's just the Spanish one. And then this is the safety guide, so just a bunch of, information that we don't necessarily need to take a look at. So I'm going to set those off to the side, and let's see what we get here. So, looks like also in the box we have an HDMI 2.1 cable that is included, which is standard. So that is certainly nice. So we have our power and HDMI right there. We also have the stand here, which I know what you guys may be saying, you know, Raj, how are you going to fit that over there in that blank space for my entertainment center? Well, actually, I'm not going to be standing it up. In fact, I'm going to be putting it on its side, which technically I still will have to use the stand for that, but that's kind of, you know, like what I'm going to be doing with it there. And we get one more cable in here. Looks like this is the charging cable for the controller. Then last but certainly not least, we have the actual PS5 controller here. And ooh, she is a beauty. Look at that. If I can get the plastic wrapping off of here. Or the foam, I should say. But look at this. Wow. And then, of course, you have the adaptive triggers. You guys listen to that? That's awesome. Buttons feel nice and solid. Joysticks are nice and solid. Then you have the center button, of course. And, yeah. I mean, just look at this thing. Wow. That controller is beautiful. Okay, we don't need that other small box anymore. And we can also set those other things out of there. And, ooh, here we go. There is the main console itself. So, let's carefully tip this box over to where we can actually access this PS5, and let's pull her on out. I am going to have to move some stuff around here. So all three of these cables will just have to sit over here. Alright, and then looks like there's one more thing here in the box. Okay, looks like this is just my code for that game, but I'm just going to set that to the side. And then set that box way over there. Alright, now here is the main event, you guys. The PS5. It's wrapped up nicely. We can obviously take off this wrapping. And dang, this thing is beefy. I mean, comparing it to the Series X, this thing is certainly something else. But she's a beauty. Alright, and then just going to set it right over there for now. Okay, now, if I can lift this thing, geez, it is heavy. Taking a look at this, we have, of course, the USB-C port on the front, the USB-A port, our power switch, and our eject switch for the disc. And if we flip her on around back, we have some other stuff back here. So we have two USBs, we have an Ethernet port, HDMI, of course, and our power. So that is the console itself, and for me, I'm going to have it sitting something like that on my entertainment center. So without further ado, I am now going to be setting this up as well. Alright guys, in terms of setting it up, first we're going to mount it on its side here for the stand. So there's some tiny little squares down there, if you guys can see them, that are printed onto the back, to the plating. So all I have to do here is basically mount it on there like so. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the power cable and the HDMI cable, connect it to my TV off camera, and then you guys will see me when I turn it on for the first time. Alright, as you can see there, my PS5 is off to the top right there, along with my Series X and Apple TV, which is on the top left, Xbox 360 on the bottom left, and then PS4 on the bottom right. So, without further ado, we are going to power this PS5 on for the first time. I just need to power on my TV. Alright. Then it's probably automatically going to route to my Apple TV. Yes, it is. The controller, as you can see, is going to turn on here. Actually, I probably have to press the power button on the console. That probably would help. Because the controller's not quite connected yet. Okay, just made some beeping sounds. Oh wait, that's the disk drive. Oops. Okay, here we go. Yep, and as you can see there's the blue glowing LEDs. Ooh, those look really nice. And then here we go. Looks like my TV detected it. So, should be switching over here. Just give it a minute to boot up here. But as far as the controller looks, while we're waiting actually, the controller looks really, really nice, I will say. So just kind of holding it from a comfort standpoint, I really love it. It honestly feels great in the hand, and the adaptive triggers are certainly nice as well. Now, I've not really gotten to test them out just yet, but they certainly do seem like the triggers are really nice. But anyways, let's change the input here. Let's see. There it is, HDMI 2. All right, looks like it wants us to plug the controller into the console. So I, of course, have my...
Connect your controller to the console with the USB cable and press the PS button.
Okay, console. You want to talk, apparently. Well, okay, apparently it wants to talk. And a bunch of languages. Okay.
Connect your controller to the console with the USB cable and press
Yep,
the PS
yep,
button.
you can stop talking now, PlayStation. It's probably not going to stop until I actually plug in this USB here. Okay, there we go.
Select your language. English, United States. Press the cross button to select and the circle button to go back. Continue with the screen reader turned on.
Nope, we want to turn that off. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to connect it to my Wi-Fi here. Let's see if I can remember the password. Let's see, I'm going to just kind of keep you guys up here for just a minute. But even navigating with this trackpad too is really, really nice, I will say. I mean, like, it's just really smooth. In fact, I can argue that it's much smoother than even the PS4 controller. Alright, that's the password. If I typed it in correctly. It's very possible that I may have screwed it up, but let's see. The interface certainly does look beautiful, though. I will say that. Ooh, adjust the display area. Let's see here. Well, it's already at max resolution, so it's good. Ooh, adjust HDR. Let's see. I have to adjust it till it's barely visible. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Let's go one more notch down. There we go. Now we want to continue without the disk. Let's see here. Control the amount of power. Let's do optimized experience. And we have to read over the terms and conditions. Is there a way to speed past this? Let's see. Oh, never mind. I can just do that. Okay, perfect. Alright, and then the thing, of course, to expect with all new consoles will be software updates. Which, this guy should be fairly quick, I want to say. Anyways, though, I'll come back once the software update is finished. Alright guys, we are all done with the software update. Now let's set up the rest of the stuff here. Let's do that. Okay, now this interface is beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Oh, it looks like there's another update. Actually, let's do this. Let's try connecting it to our other Wi-Fi network as well, just to maybe see if this will go a bit quicker. Let's see. But anyways, though, that's basically going to be it for the setup. So if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, also comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.